हरमे देवी त्राहि मां शरणागतम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्मांगरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय। ओम रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। अतुलित बलधामं स्वर्णशैलाभदेहं धनुजवन कृशानं ज्ञाननामाग्रगण्यं सकल गुण निधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपति प्रिय भक्तं वातजातं नमामि। प्रेम से बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की।
So let us join Ramayana Sumiran. Again, special blessings to Panaji of lift the vibrations once again. Let us all join Ramayana Sumiran. Jai Sumirata Siddhi Ho Gananayaka Kalivara Dharanam Karahu Anugrahaso Buddhi Rashi Shubhaguna Saranam Mukha Hoi Vacha Pango Charaya Girivara Dharanam Jasu Kripa Surya Dravau Sakala Kalimala Dharanam Nila Saru Rahusham Taruna Anuja Vaharija Nayanam Kara Usumama Uradham Sadhashida Sagara Sharanam Bando Guru Parakanj Kripa Sindhu Nararu Pahari Mahamota Bapunj Jasovachana Ravikara Nigaram Siyapati Ramachandra Jiki Jai Sharanam. Praise the Bari Ayodhya Bari Ramachandra Ki. So once again, Swagatam, Swagatam, a warm welcome. We ask our brothers in Christ that the war begins today. And I say that every day, for every day is a battle. Mahasangram. Keep the drums warm, war is at hand. We ask all our players to make their way across the field. We are calling on the dance group. If you are here, please make one of your members available on the reading shed. Once again, we say special blessings. We are asking those who you need to use the chairs, you can do so. If you want to move them to the side of the reading shed and whatnot. But before you leave, we are asking that you put it back in place because it is an ardent task. It is something we are trying new in this village. Normally we'd stand, but we will get more attendance and people will get comfortable. So for your comfort, we ask you to return the chairs on wherever you find it. Once again, special blessings. And we say thank you to all our players. For those who were here yesterday, we saw that the day started Ram Bharat, where the Lord blessed Bharat and told him, I will not come back unless the 14 years come and go. Bharat says, I understand, O Prabhu, but give me some symbol, some significance, some token of your presence. He said, I have nothing to give. Whatever you want, I will give it. He says, well, I can't take the bow and the arrow. I can't take the one clothing you have. So I will ask for the sandals. When I put the sandals on the throne, it will represent you. I will go to Nandigram and in doing so, while we are doing so, I will remain here in devotion. And anyone come harming Ayodhya, I promise I will destroy them. However, if one day should pass more than the 14, I will meet you on a spiritual level, for I cannot live without you. Our second scene was that of Giant who picked the door, Devi Sita, and he realized at the end of his moments that he had to surrender. The Lord says, as you surrender to me, I show you mercy, but I take one of the eyes, so you will remember the wrong that you have done. Our third scene, major scene for the afternoon, Surdhanka. She had come there and formed a plan to get married, falling in love instantly twice in one day. Her nose and ears were cut off. But she went to her brothers, Kartusha and Tisira, and they fought and they died, together with 14,000 soldiers. And there she went to Ravan and manipulated the mind of Ravan in our final scene yesterday. Ravan was on his mission. What will happen? Only the Lord himself will know. Hara Hara Mahadev again! So I hand you over now officially. I know Pandit wants to go back with his family. They're not calling him already. So I hand you over to Pandit Visham. He will bring greetings from his organization, his temple, and his own remarks. And I will ask him once again to offer a word of prayer for our players and our Ramleela.
Sitaram, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank Pandit Cyril Banarasi for giving me the invitation to be here with you all, to join with you all in this most spectacular event of Ramleela. And indeed, the place, it's really, really beautiful, really dressed. As you're driving here, you would have felt that feeling of Ayodhya. Ayodhya Pati Ramachandra ki jai. Special blessings to the management committee for the Pierre Road Ramleela committee for hosting this Ramleela celebration. It's really, really remarkable to see when Hindus and non-Hindus alike can unite and have the celebration of Bhagwan Sri Ram in such a splendid way. For this, I say special blessings to each and every one of you, especially the young players, all members of the committee, and by extension, all those who are here to join with the Ramleela celebration. Special blessings to Panditji for a job that is well done. His name is being heard all over the country. Pierre Road Ramleela, a place to be at this time. Let's all put our hands together. We invite the blessings of Adi Shakti Durga Devi Ma upon everyone as we open tonight's proceeding of Ramleela celebration. Hari Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalin Durga Kshama Shivadatri Swaha Swadha Namastude. Prem se bolo Sri Adi Shakti Durga Mata ki Jai.
So we say blessings and thank you to Panditji and his family. So before we begin, today is a very special day in the life of his family also. Today is his son's birthday. Sashri Maharaj, he celebrates 13 years today, all the way from Gasparilla. Make some noise. Let us hear a round of applause for our young Sashri. And in a little few years, you will be calling him Babaji also here because they are well trained. I have listened to them a few times. They play harmonium, drum, organ, dantal, everything. So, but I must say to Panditji also, a job well done. For he has his own group, has his own home. What an experience. Such a fortune. Many people have it, but not for long. I hope it remains so. And wherever you go, it says, the family that prays together stays together. So we begin our Leela, my dear devotees, as where we had left off. As the dancer comes along, my dear devotees, the big, the bad, the brute, the beast, he who is known as Dash Anand Dasha Shesh, master of all he surveyed. He was feared and revered by the gods and the demigods. The devatas would run away from him. It says when he was angry and he touched the ground, the earth would vibrate. This individual is now going to enter for his first official scene since Saturday. He says, I am going to formulate a plan. But before he does so, he is going to make his way. And as we see that big 10-headed Dash Anand Dasha Shesh, Rawan! What is he thinking of? Where is he going? Who is he going to meet? What plan or strategy is on his mind? Only Ravan himself knows. Yesterday he was given the news of the two young boys that are dressed in the color of the saints and sages with a beautiful Dulahin by name Sita. This caught the attention of Ravan. And while Rawan is formulating the plan, I must say once again special thanks to all those who have supported in the nights of the past and hope to see you in the coming night. Remember, on Sunday, we have the moving of the effigy of Rawan, and I was asked to told to tell you guys, that tonight we need all hands on deck. The final works, they are painting and they are doing some patchwork. The Rawan has already been moved in its position for movement. It just needs to be painted now. So we need all individuals hands on deck. Rawan makes his way, my dear devotees. Southern shores of Lanka. And for those who remember, on Saturday, the Lord Sri Ram fought three majestic warriors, Marich, Subhavu and Taruka. Marich was the only one surviving a headless winged arrow and was shot into the direction of Lanka. He remained at that spot and changed his ways and becomes a Brahman, a yogi, and he chanted the name of that Lord. Narayana, Narayana, Bhajumana Narayana. And if you look to the furthest point left of the reading shed, the closest point to you might be on the field. You will see this beast of a man. It says he was a shapeshifter, an individual who could change form and create forms, what we in Trinidad will call a lagahu. Rawan has formulated the plan, hither, thither. Each footstep he makes, he is adding and multiplying. He says, I will go to marriage. I have a plan for marriage. And if he accepts, I will welcome it, and if he does not, I will destroy him. He is multiplying and dividing in the mind. He approaches the air. What does he see from a distance? From a distance he sees his uncle for marriage was the maternal uncle on the mother's side. He sees this very wicked individual, a man a demon who have trained him also in all the witchcraft and black magic and sorcery. He sees him performing worship. He says, what madness is this? This cannot be the same individual. This cannot be my uncle. This cannot be my mamu. Something is wrong. Is this a clone? Is this a disguise? What trickery is my eyes fooling me? Rawan rushes forward. Look at him now. But he slows down. He has to pay attention. He wants to hear what mantra he is chanting. If he is chanting the name of Rawan is okay. But what does he hear? Om Namo Narayana. Hari Om Namo Narayana. Rawan got very upset. For it says that Rawan knew that his destroyer would be Bhagwan Vishnu. For he had come from the lineage of an incarnation of Jai and Vijay. And although he knew he had to die, he wanted to prolong this. And also he was told by Brahmaji Varadani Ravana Mare Ramagariyaye, only the hands of man and monkey know the greatness of Dashrath, and he know the greatness of Ram. And when he hears the name Vishnu, he got so upset, he took something and turned over the Howard cone, and he put some lash upon his own uncle. This is where he went wrong, the first wrongs. The uncle jumped up from devotion. The first thing, we must not destroy the devotion. And I'm so glad that Panditji says Hindus and others, because in this village I can tell you, when you listen to some of the names, not all of them are Hindus, but they come together in devotion and in all worship and all prayer. One must never disrespect a person's in prayer. He says, oh Rawan, and he hugs up Rawan, for this is his nephew. But Rawan does not show no respect. Rawan says, hey, Do not try to pacify me. Do not try to fool me with a few tokens of love. I have heard what you are doing. I have sent you many, many years ago in the place called the Dandak Forest together with Subahu and your mother Taruka. I have never heard of you, and they have told me that this young boy have destroyed you all. It's only a few moments ago I realized you are not dead. I come today to bring you a proposition that in such a manner you will get revenge and I will get revenge and justice and something I decide. Mari says, listen brother, listen son, listen king, O wise one, Dash Anand, Dasha Shesh, O Lankesh, O king, Maharaj, whatever name he had, he pulled it out from the back pocket. He said, listen, you have so much already. I was shot with an arrow, but that wake up my mind. I don't want you to get that same treatment. You have a kingdom separated from India. Nobody could tell you anything. You have your own people. You have wives and sons and grandsons. You have from a noble lineage. You have Brahmaji Badadane. Brahma is your great-grandfather. Pulash the Rishi is your grandfather, the mind-born sage of Brahma. You have come from your hybrid, you are half Brahman, half demon. You are the only kind of this nature. Plus you are blessed by Brahma, Shankar Bhagwan, Nikumbala Devi. The Brahmans fear you, the Devatas fear you, Surya Narayan swears you. And yet still, what revenge you're looking at? Whatever happened, I forget it. You should too. You say, no, no, no. What don't miss you, don't pass you in this world. Rawan says, what don't miss you, don't pass you. I want something, and it's either you help me or I destroy you. Malik says, listen, if it is something good, I will help you. But if it's something evil, I have changed my ways. Rawan says, I don't change for a cent, you know. You are what you are. This is the natural instinct. Penetrated deep into your heart. You are wicked by the core. You have trained me in such wicked mentalities, and now you say you are good. You cannot be demon one day and Baba the next day. No, it doesn't work so. But listen, I will give you the plan. And if you take the plan, well, be good. And if not, you will never see another sunrise again. He says, listen. There are two young boys in the forest, you know of them well, Ram out, Lakshman. And now they have a third individual, Sita Devi. I want you to go and perform a special Leela. And in that Leela, you're going to die at the hands. I will explain why we are going into details. But I want you to know your death is certain today. One hand you could die by the Lord Sri Ram, your God, your Vishnu. Or the other side, you will die by my hands. And Marich realized something. The driver of PDD 1525, PDD 1525, please move your vehicle. Ravan says, listen, it's either you die at my hand or you die at the hand of your Lord. And Marich, think about it. If I die at Ravan's hand, well, I trouble because I don't do so much bad in my life. There is not a place in hell, and the 27 hells that they have that have built a special place for me. But if I die at the hands of the Lord, Marich says to himself, and he's playing with the beard, scratching the head, I will get utter salvation. He said, Ravan, listen, I forget all what I now say. You is the boss. He bowed at Ravan, but he said, Prabhu, Lord, O King, Lu, let me go. Let me go as Itasa comes along. He said, you lead my nephew, you lead my king, and you just tell me what I have to do. I will do it without any hesitation. Without any hesitation, I will do this for you. And Ravan said, well, come now. Let us go. Let us go. We have to go to a place called Panchavati. Panchavati, my dear devotees, was a special place in India. It is still there today, and Panditji will tell you that. But prior to the coming of the Lord, a great yogi went to Panchavati to spend some time in devotion, and the celestial Gandharvas, they decided to play a trick on him, and they reached out in a circle and blocked the sun. And he thought it was night, and he jumped up from his devotion, and there he pronounced a curse. You want to remain tall and big and block the sun? Remain in the form of trees. That's why you see trees surrounding this spot here. So the Gandharvas begged and he said, well, only when the Lord comes and spend some time in Panchavati, then and only then you will get some form of salvation. Ravan said, that same Panchavati we are going. Listen now. Plan has two parts. The first part, you are the main star. Take the form of a golden deer with silver spots. Take the form in such a way that your tail will waggle with gems on your toes. And there you will come to that place where the young boys and girls resides. There you will remain and you will stay. Hither, thither, up and down, under, inder, as my father would say. When you draw the attention of Sita, then you must run away. When Sita sends one of the boys to fetch you, what you must do is go deepest point in the forest, allow yourself to be shot, and if Ram comes, hail for Lakshman, and if Lakshman comes, hail for Ram, and eventually the second brother will come. That is the end of you, crick-crack, you're going to die, and I will take over the other part. Ravan spies his face, and they will find a place to the side or the corner to the back. There they will reside for that utmost moment. Wriggle. Meanwhile, we draw back your attention to the plain arena. Sri Ram sent Lakshman in the forest. He said, go and gather some food, water, dry wood and all that. Because Sita Devi says, oh Sita, I want to speak to you for a moment. She found it strange that Lakshman is not there, but he says, listen, for the next part of my story must go along. So those individuals who would say that Sri Ram was bullied and was a coward, and he allowed Ravan to take what kind of man he was. No, no, no. This part shows us, and Panditji will tell you, that if Sita was the original Sita, Jagat Janani Mata, Ravan couldn't come close to her. She herself would have destroyed Ravan. But he says, oh Mother of the universe, your form is too pure. 13 years we remain in Panchavati. We lived a happy life. We see all sorts of creatures, good and bad, rain, sun, snow, everything you could think about. But now we only have about 1 year again, and there's something that needs to be done. But you have to take 1 year vacation from me. She said, but Prabhu, I do not want to leave you. He says, no, you will always be in my heart. He said, but Prabhu, when Lakshman comes and he does not see me, he will get angry and he will want to get violent and whatnot. She says, no, no, no. He says, no, no, no. No, no, no. I am going to send you in the fire. The fire is my father, so therefore he is your father-in-law. I have come from the cave will come from the fire. He will keep you safe. She said, but who will come out of that fire? Somebody had to be here. The Leela has to continue. And he starts to give her a quick story. He says, listen, there was once a great yogi, and he had nobody to help him, and he chanted the mantras coming from the Vedas, and and something appeared, a girl child, and he called her Vedwati. And many people does not realize Maya, Sita and Vedwati is the same thing. They go argue whole day. Maya just means a substitution. She was doing devotion one day by the river, and Ravan saw her, and Ravan tried to manipulate her mind. Ravan touched the body with his little finger. She jumped up, and there she realized she became impure. Ravan could impure the Vedic mantras. This is how Ravan was wicked, you know. She says, "Oh Ravan, I'm going to consume myself in the fire, and when the time reaches, I will be the cause of your death." When the father realized these words were uttered, he pronounced a curse on Ravan. He says, "Oh Ravan, if you should force yourself on any female, your 10 heads is going to explode." And I want you to pay attention to the movements of Ravan between now and Sunday. You will see no aspect of force except for the coming moments. And in the real way, I will tell you as we go along. He lights the fire. He says, "Listen, I am not afraid of you to get burned or anything of that nature, but I do not want to spoil the Leela. I do not want you to suffer in such a manner. So I will allow you to go, but you will be with me. It is called Bhakti Bhavana, where I am with you and you are with me always." She entered, but before she entered, she bowed her head at the feet of the Lord Sri Ram. She bowed her head, and she would enter into the fire, chanting the Maha Mantra, "Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase." Enter into the fire, "Jai Shri Ram." And the fire will take the original form and keep us safe. Agni Devta, Brahman Guru. Tonight we see him in the field. On Thursday, remember, a beautiful day, and Chuta so love Ramleela and Pierre Road. They give you a holiday Friday, you know. Chuta conference so children can remain and watch Ramleela Thursday night. So if all they didn't know, ask somebody, they will tell you. Sita comes back out, Vedvati, Maya Sita, and bows her head at the feet of the Lord. And she says, "Oh Prabhu, I was waiting a long time for this. Let us go. Jago, Jago." They returned home. Lakshman at that time returned home also. The ultimate test is to see if Lakshman could tell the difference. No difference could be told. Bhagwan Ram smiled. He says, "Sita, take a seat. Lakshman, bring some fruits, roots and shoots, kandamul, apal. Bring some fresh water from the rivers. Mother Sita is hungry and thirsty." As the tassa comes along, my dear devotees, well, let us pause for a cause, pause on the tassa. Are we ready on the dance? The next stage is going to be battle and war, so we do not want to put our dancers through that. So while we are waiting for our dancers, this is a moment of celebration. From the next moments, it will be for tonight. We will have a lot of chaos on the field, so we are paging our dancers. While we are doing so, we'll offer our vote of thanks.
Committee welcomes you to Pierre Road Ramleela Celebrations 2024. Our theme for this year is Jai Shri Ram. We would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the following persons and businesses for their contributions in cash and kind. PNV Marketing Company Limited, BDC Transport Limited, Upper Level Educational Institute, Mr. Anil Serju, Petrus Fabric, La Vida Home for the Aged, Uncle Harry, International Tiles, Carpets and Rugs, Sparky's Enterprises, Jenny's Tent and Party Rentals, Roshan Parag and Family, Shivan Babulal and Family, Tariq Baksh Jewelry, White Knight Bar, Deo Bar, Ratan Singh Tire Shop, Lucky Spot Minimart, Uncle Nana and Family, Ramesh Bhagwandin and Family, Ramson's Transport Company Limited, Rex Car Limited, Jim's Muffler Shop, Tanti Banu and Family, Runs Logistics, A&R Auto Spa, India Heights, Betty Rashid and Family, Massey Machinery, Gems Printery Limited, Siraisa's Marketing, Central Chemical and Agricultural Supplies Limited, Deonarine Small Engine Repairs Limited, Nicholas Ram Sundar and Family, Dave's Radiator and Gas Tank Services, Godukun Coolant, Miranda's Food Store, Current Urgent Transport, Point Lisa Steel Products Limited, Playboy's Bar, Tuners, Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Legacy Bar, On-Mark TT, Susan Selections, Prem Singh Puja Bhavan, Silver Fox Reel and Tackle, Faisal Baksh Construction Limited, Trendy Impressions by Lizzie, Mr. and Mrs. Gopichan Budan, Zarina Bal and Family, Art Concepts Limited, Ramrup Supermarket, Justice of the Peace, Mr. Krishna Ramkisu, Satinan Enterprises, Vishala Lakshman and Family, Central Ice, Vito Mamagai, Extra Foods, Nick's Cafe, Das Funeral Services, Maruf PVC Professional Construction Limited, Tallman Auto Air Conditioning, Multi-Serve Caribbean Limited, Multi-Serve Caribbean Paint and Distribution Limited, Drive-On Auto Rentals Limited, SSR Aluminum Glass and Steel Decor, G1 Food Supplies, Gawker and Hiralal and Family, Amit Ramgulam and Electrical Services, Caribbean Flavors, Roger Mechanical and Wrecking Service, Deucer and Sanka and Family, Shiguanas Water Corporation, His Worship the Mayor, Mr. Faik Mohammed, Shiguanas Fire Service, Drop Shop, Shivani's Mini Mart, Nancy's Pharmacy, Kiwal Singh's Auto, Ravi's Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Limited and Green Cool Limited, Amit and Shalini, Anil Bal and Family, Andy Danisa and Family, Advanced Precision Machine Shop, Hurringers Transport, Wiz Transport. Special thanks to our narrator, Pandit Kishnaran Banarsi and the Saraswati Ramayana and Chautal group for their continued support. Pandit Vishesh Vyas for conducting our ground puja. Special thanks to Anna J. Board Welding and Fabricating, Vedam Sports Club, Rudy's Welding and Fabricating, Dipnarine Enterprises, Boogie's Liquor Mart, Dipnarine Trading, Synergy Meds, Tire Hub, Lifecrete Concrete for Life, SIV Construction Services Limited, Royal Gem Enterprises Limited, Sambrosco Imports Limited, New Tech Roofing and Guttering, Authentic Builders Hardware, AMK Transport, Shiraz Mohammed and Family. Special thanks to Satish Ramnarayan, also known as Prunes, the main architect of the 75 feet Ravana effigy and the entrance where the murtis are, and all other members who took their time and efforts to ensure all props and effigies were completed. Andrew Nisa and his team for building the second effigy. Satish Samaru and his team for assisting with traffic coordination. Special thanks to Baldev Shopping Mart for lending us the main entrance. Special thanks to Mr. Aziz and Advanced Collision Services Limited for the painting of the elephants and pedestals. Special thanks to Lisa Ramprasad for the painting of the Rangoli, to N. Ramuta Photography for his media and live coverage each night. Special thanks to all the wreckers, trucks, forklifts which assisted in transportation of bamboo and the murtis. Special thanks to Mr. Daniram Sankar, the creator of our main attraction this year, our Sri Ram Murti. And the most special thanks is to you, the audience, for your continued support year after year and night after night. We would like to make mention that the High Commissioner of India and his family will be gracing us with their presence on Sunday, 13th October 2024. If any names were missed, I humbly apologize. Thank you, and Sitaram.
Sitaram. This dance item is dedicated to Mother Durga. This performer is no stranger to the Pierre Road Ramleela committee. She was a former Sita Devi. She is a current student of the Lakshmi Girls Hindu College and a dance student of the Susan Mohib Dance Company. So without further ado, I introduce to you Sandhya Mishrilal.
খুশিতে
well done indeed. And we say special blessings to this wonderful little child. No stranger to Dharma and to Ramleela. She had played the role of Devi Sita a few years ago. May not be for the whole Ramleela, but she came in when something had happened. Her father is the big man himself, once the president of this beautiful committee. Mr. Satish, I know him as Guru. And of course, her brother is playing on the field. Her uncle is sitting in the crowd. We played Ramleela together. Look, he is standing now because I say sit down. No stranger to Dharma, Mr. Surendra. So I say, you see, our legacy is continuing. When we played Ramleela along there, he was the smartest fella. When all the arrows fall out, we used to go and pick up on the 10 days for next year. See how great we are, my dear devotees. Dharma will never fall once as we put some effort into it. This is why again I say blessings to my Ramleela committee, to my Pandit who is here, and I must say special blessing also, a guy who was, I don't know if he's still here, he came straight from work, Pandit Donny Surajlal, and he is from the Vrindavan Hindu Society, also from the Endeavor Shiva Krishna Mandir. He is the sponsor of our Parsad also tonight. So we say special thanks to you, my dear brother Donny, and of course our dear Panditji, Pandit Vishram, and once again happy birthday to his son. As the Tasa comes along, my dear devotees, there will be no more stopping tonight. Vote of thanks have gone. Maya Sita has come out. Dance has been completed. Ravan is ready. Deer has changed form from man into beast. Tasa is warm. Fire! On the instructions of Ravan, my dear devotees. That great soul marriage was dedicated the last 13 years of his existence towards Bhagwan Vishnu. He knows that his death is near, and he knows he has to die by the hands of the Lord. But in order for that to happen, he has to play a trick on the Lord. So he makes his way on the field, jumping slowly but surely, side to side. However, he is chanting in his own way. Sunalo mere pukar, O Rama. Sunalo mere pukar, O Rama. Sunalo mere pukar. Rama katha surate nu samare, ko dasnaya sajan, O Rama. Sita Devi sees the deer. Lakshman sees the deer. Sri Ram sees the devotee in the form of the deer. Sita jumps up in amazement, but remember, this is the Vedvati, this is the Maya Sita, and the Maya represents the word. Maya represents also illusion. For the next few moments in time, she has to play that illusionary Devi, falling for the tricks of the world. Lakshman says, oh mother, we have seen so many things here. Do not worry, that is no ordinary deer. Sita said, listen, go back to the corner there. I see what I like. Look at this deer. And she ran forward. She goes forward now. But there is a certain point she would not cross. She sticks out her hand, trying to get the attention of the deer. The deer is very wise, marriage in disguise. So marriage is coming closer and closer. But what will happen? When she almost reaches to touch his nose, he will run away. Sita will go to Sri Ram. Come, look at this beautiful deer. Look at this deer, oh my dear. Have you ever seen such any beauty in this world? And once again we say special blessings and warm welcome to each and everyone. Was Pondicherry says, all road leads to Pierre Road. Thank you for your love, your devotion, your support. We invite you to join with us each night as the continual saga of the Lord. It is called Ram Charitra Manas. 95% of our teachings of Ramleela is taken from Tulsi Secret, the other 5 from Valmiki Ramayana and others. It has been documented every year. Something new we have added. Unlike other Ramleela committees, 20 years, 30 years, the same script over and over. Hanu would call me every day, Babs. We have time to add something. And of course, Ramayana is so verse 11 days cannot conquer the whole teachings. So we must take and we must add and take away. But today this scene is no taking away. She rushes again as the day comes closer. Sri Ram is looking on, Lakshman is looking on. The deer comes closer, he allows her to touch the nose. As she was going to play with her face, he turns away very quickly and he runs. Look at the movements of the animal, my dear devotees. Hither, golden fleece it is called. Silver spots, rubies on the toes and a tail that glitters and moves like a rainbow of different colors. Catches the attention of the eye. Have you ever seen or heard of anything of this nature? Only in the stories of ancient time. For Sanatana Dharma is over millions and millions of years old. Ramayana Katha Ramleela is taken from the second chapter of mankind or existence. Satyug comes first, Treta, then Dwapar. So Sri Ram has come on the age of Treta. Treta Yuga was an age that every performance of rituals and rites will gain you more and more. To get family and sons and all these things, worship was being done at a high level. And Ravan decided that he does not want this. Kill all the cows and the Brahmins and he unleash these warriors, and one of them was marriage. Now today marriage has taken a different role. He is a distraction. The deer will go furthest in the forest, slipping aside for a moment. Don't go too far. Hide behind a tree or something. You get a little confused. Sita will go to Sri Ram now. He says, Ram, oh Ram. Listen most attentively. And this is where you're going to see the Maya be introduced in the heart of Sita. For she would have given everything to stay at the feet of the Lord. But what happens now? Remember, this is Vedvati. But if this did not happen, the Leela would not continue. As I mentioned, night upon night, the Devtas and the Asuras are playing a Leela. And where is the stage? This earthly plane. This is why you see Ramleela out of all the Leelas will continue, because this is the stage. Earth is the stage today. Pierre Road is the stage for the Leela of the Lord. She says, Prabhu, I have never asked you for anything. I have left the home of my father and your father Dashrath. I have left all comforts and joy. And now I am in the forest. 13 years had passed. And I have not asked for anything. However, today I want to ask you a favor. You see that deer that has gone there? I want that deer as a pet. I want to have some living form around me when you and Lachman go to fight your war very soon. I want a friend. An animal, you would feed a human being for 3 years, and in 2 minutes they will destroy you. Ask Baba, he will tell you. You feed an animal for 3 days, and they love you more than any human could love you. Let me, give me, allow me, and capture that deer for me. Lachman intervenes. Lachman says, Sita Mata, I beg of you, do not fall for the illusions. For Lachman did not know this was the Maya Sita. He says, O Mao Jagat Janani O Devi Mata. And you know, today we are in the 6th day of the Navratri. We are celebrating the time of Mother. He shows that utmost respect. He even refers to as Katyakaini, the mother of today, or the day of the 6th day. And she was the warrior goddess who destroyed Mahishasura. He says, oh mother, you know the tricks of these demons very well. You have fought them on many occasions. Oh ma, do not allow the Lord to be fooled with that. You yourself should not be fooled with that illusion. And Sita said, listen, Lachman, this is my husband and I am his wife. I am having a private conversation. Sri Ram said, listen, Lachman, go back, stand guard. It says, happy wife, happy? I ain't alone. I call you happy in Pierre Road, boy. He says, okay, my beloved, I will go and get this deer for you, but I want to ask you one question now. Who is going to take care of the deer? Who is going to feed it? She says, Lord, you see we surrounded with grass. There's a lake right next door. We'll carry him and he'll get water. When he wants to make his little mess and whatnot, you'll carry him in the forest now. Sri Ram knows it is not nice to keep an animal on chain and in cage. The beautiful bhajan, Pinjare, Kipanchi, we just feel the birds singing and he happy. Or listen to him in a cage for a day and see that. He says, okay, I want to ask you one more question. We only have a few more days yet. When we go back home, what are we going to do with the deer? He says, we're going to carry the deer. Sita says, I want to carry the deer. Ayodhya is the capital of the world. Kaushal Desh, Kaushal Puri, the lineage of the solar dynasty, God himself, born in such a place. But they never see a golden deer. I will be the first one to bring a golden deer. Kaushalya and Sumintra, Kaikeyi, they will bawl and cry and in happiness to see our time spent in this forest, that we have a golden deer, you know. He says, okay. But what if? And you know when you're going defense driving, it is actually that, what if? That's a good question to ask yourself. What if I can't catch the deer alive? And this is where the full aspect of the Maya intervene. She says, well, bring it then. So it's like them wanted poster in the Wild Wild West. Yesterday we say Sulbanka, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now we're saying dead or alive. Sri Ram smiled. He says, so be it. Lachman, bring my arrows and my bow. As I come down there, comes back as how he sees the shot is being made. He knows something is happening now. He comes back into the view sight, in the scope of Sri Ram. And if I want something that can go on around with that there, yes, Baba. Not this Baba, anyway. But I said, somebody have it that's what it is. That is. Now the other say, then against was one of Mark and I would put the arrow about many occasions. But you train. Pass it on, keep it out of the Lucas, in time, and the little from the Bravo and the but in a real entry, like it, forward, and with the